Discipline is the fundamental action, mindset, and philosophy which keeps human in a routine and making progress towards whatever he or she is pursuing. When it comes to the philosophy of self-discipline, then Stoicism is considered the most practical of all philosophies, which teaches us how to manage different events and situations in our lives by mastering the wisdom of self-discipline. Today in our society, when young people hear the word discipline, then they also feel a strong sense of stress in their bodies because discipline is something which we connect with doing chores and duties which we really don't like doing and avoiding habits and routines which we really don't want to give up. Alan Watts, one of the most influential and thought-provoking philosophers of 20th century, discusses this particular human behavior in many of his talks and writings. According to him, the word discipline is not very popular these days because of the rigidity and stiffness in its meaning. He would like to replace it with a better word, which is skill, which he considers a rather playful and more interesting thing. The idea of Watts basically wants us to understand and grab this term in a pleasant way of acceptance. It is enormously important to understand that there is absolutely no possibility of having any pleasure in life at all without skill. He advocates strongly on the notion that if you try to learn a skill and put your efforts in doing so, you will naturally build a disciplined routine in your life, and you won't have to force yourself into that. For learning a skill, though one requires to do hard work and a lot of effort is required for that, but learning itself is a very interesting process, and if one loves the process, then acquiring it becomes highly fascinating. It is an unpleasant task to learn a skill if the teacher in the first place gets you fascinated with it. There is immense pleasure in learning how to do anything skillfully. Anything you want to learn can be immensely pleasurable to learn the discipline, and it is completely indispensable. Alan Watts, who loved to emphasize the effortless dance of enlightenment over the rigorous discipline, teaches us that if we devote ourselves and our fullest attention to the mission of learning a skill, then we will be able to do what we truly want to do in a way that allows us to thrive in whatever environment we find ourselves in. Be it a strict way of self-discipline, a playful way of free-flowing joy, a balanced way through the golden middle, or a flowing way that undulates between both. Do subscribe and hit the like button, and don't forget to share your favorite quote from Alan Watts in the comment section.